Now, this year marks the 40th anniversary of the fall of the Khmer Rouge in Cambodia and the end of one of the most murderous regimes in history. An estimated 1.5 million people died during the genocide in the late 1970s, and the consequences are still felt to this day, with widespread mental health issues and an economy hampered by the destruction of the country's infrastructure. However, 65% of the Cambodian population today is under 30, and one initiative, which is approaching its own 10-year anniversary, aims to help young people become leaders with the ability to transform their country. The Liger Leadership Academy is a school providing scholarships to a select group of Cambodia's brightest underprivileged children. And I'm joined now by the Academy's founder, Trevor Gile, and one of the students, Sopheak. Good to have you both with us. What was the inspiration for your academy?
Thank you, Lucy. Well, let's look first big picture. The Liger Academy uses education and entrepreneurship to create change agents, to institute the change that we need. It goes far beyond what we can do ourselves, and therefore we're trying to impact those who can execute the change for us.
Why Cambodia, though?
During our travels, my wife and I fell in love with it. It was an obvious choice for us.
And the potential you see there must be huge.
It is tremendous. So we've invested over $15 million in the past 10 years to create a program that has now 110 amazing young people who are the change agents of the future.
Well, one of those amazing young people, Sopheak, is with us now. Congratulations for your time at the Academy. What have you achieved while you were there?
So throughout my 6.5 years experience at Liger, I have accomplished so much that I would have not done if I were to go to other schools, one of which were about a couple months ago, we studied about gender issues in Cambodia, and not only that we identified it as a problem in the country, but we started a gender summit where we invited schools from all over the country to come, and with that summit we started this discussion about the very sensitive issues in the country, and that's just one of the examples.
That's just one of the issues facing young people. What's it like to be 16 years old and living in Cambodia, for some of your friends, say? Is it difficult?
I would not put it as difficult. I think it has been an amazing journey to be able to study at Liger and have done so much at my age. And at some point, it is a little challenging to be a 16 years old and trying to give this positive impact to the country. But I think if it weren't for Liger, I would have not been able to do it. And I feel really empowered for what I've done with my age.
This is a big question for someone of your age, but I know it's something you care about. You know, after all of the trauma of what happened to your country, do you see the mental scars still, and does it affect young people? Is mental health an issue?
Mental health, I think, is an issue everywhere in the world, and in Cambodia, there are still many stereotypes regarding the matter, and you know, like if you have mental illness, people will think that you are crazy, and there are still lack of infrastructures that will help to tackle the issue. So I think it is still a problem. However, this is also my dream. I wanted to pursue a degree in psychology, and I wanted to come back to my country and help with that issue.
Do you think one of the most important things is just talking about it to try and end the stigma?
Yeah, I think that's very important to normalize the discussion of sensitive issues as such, and it's not very easy to start it, but I think we need to start it.
What's it like working with the government in Cambodia? Are they supportive of the Academy?
They are. In fact, one of the projects that our kids are doing right now involves putting low-cost computer labs in rural government schools, and they're working in collaboration with the Ministry of Education.
Does it pain you at times that there's only so many kids that you can help?
It does. However, this program isn't specifically for the 110 students who are part of it. It's for the millions who couldn't participate.
What sort of education is offered to your average 15 or 16-year-old in Cambodia?
Very traditional. They learn by rote, and I'd like to emphasize that our approach with entrepreneurship is really unlocking a key to the educational future for the 21st century. And what I mean is that the world around us is changing so fast, Lucy, that we as educators, as adults, as parents, have no idea what a young person today is going to need to know in 10 or 20 years. So we have to ask ourselves, what is the objective of education in the 21st century? And at the Liger Academy, that's clear, is to teach a young person how to teach themselves what they need to know when they need to know it.
And Sopheak, you've mentioned you want to study psychology. What will happen after that? Tell us about your dreams.
So as of now, I just got accepted into a program that will give me full scholarship to the United States. And I was one of the 3 girls that got accepted, and we are the 3 youngest applicants to the program. And with that, I will be pursuing a degree in psychology, clinical psychology specifically in the United States. And as I mentioned earlier, I want to come back to my country and help with that still lacking issues, infrastructure in Cambodia to provide something that will be able to tackle and improve the mental illness sector of the country.
Well, we wish you all the best. Congratulations, you're an outstanding young person. And thank you very much for joining us in the Academy, the work your Academy does.